today's video, I just want to talk about discipline and what does it mean to be disciplined. Um, Now, usually when you think of discipline, the first thing that's going to come to mind, you're going to think is as if it's punishment. Discipline is not punishment. You're not being punished to do something that you want to do. I fully believe, like, even in my running and when I want to do in life, like, discipline is required. It's absolutely required, and I absolutely love it. It's those days like today when I'm laying in bed and I don't want to do anything. Like I come off of midnights. I slept all day. You know, I get up and my first reaction is, man, I'm tired. I feel beat down. And I don't want to do that, man. And it's like, and I know, and like the first thing that comes to mind I know I have to do is, okay, I need to read my Bible. Okay. All right. Next thing I need to do after that, I need to go for a 6 mile run. Okay. After that, I need to come home. I need to make dinner, and then I need to get ready to go back to work. You know, and sometimes when you don't, it can be very easy to get in the habit of not wanting to do the things that you know you're supposed to do. I could have very easily said, you know, not today. I don't want to read my Bible. You know, today, you know, it's cold outside. It's 30 degrees outside. It's dark. It's too dark out there. Man, I'm just really tired. You just got back into work. Like, man, you know, it's you're exhausted. You're mentally exhausted. You don't have to, like, you can countlessly come up with an excuses. Like, I can keep hitting that snooze button on my alarm clock when my phone goes off. I can keep churn over and going back to sleep as long as I want to. You know, I can keep pushing things off, but then nothing will get accomplished. And if I don't accomplish anything, then what am I doing? And I truly believe that when you want to go after your goals, when you want to go after relationships, when you want to build things, when you want to chase after your dreams, like I want to run a 3 hour marathon. But when you truly want to go after things, you have to dive all in into it. You just have to give it everything you got. You know that you have to set time away, and you know you have to uh, have a schedule. You have to stick to it, and once you build that discipline, once you build it, it's the best thing that you will ever have. It's the best thing that you can ever ask for. It's the best gift that you can give yourself. It's better than that $300 watch. It's better than that $20 McDonald's meal. You know, it's better than any of that. Once you have that discipline and that drive and that motivation, because it's hard. It's hard to start it. But once you start it, you don't ever stop. Because once you step outside of that discipline, you don't know what else to do. At least that's how it is from my perspective. Like I this year 2019, I built myself around training to run. I trained myself for my own marathon. I didn't do as well, but I trained myself for my own marathon. And I trained myself for my own half marathon twice where I PR'd by more than 4 minutes, 3 minutes, you know, even. You know, so it's a discipline. It starts with knowing what you want to do, how you want to do it, how you want to get it. And then once you get it, it's how can I get better at it? And then you just keep building and building and building and building and building. And discipline is contagious. You start applying it to one part of your life, you want to start applying it to other parts of your life. For me right now, I know as a runner perspective, I can go out and I can knock out all this crazy mileage because I'm disciplined in it. I'm motivated in it. That's my passion. That's where my heart is. Now the next thing for me is, okay, how can I take that same discipline that I have? How can I carry that into my faith with God? How can I carry that into my walk with God? Like, how can I know that even times I don't feel like talking to God, even times I don't feel like getting into His presence, how can I get there in His Word? And it really just starts simply just by opening up open up your Bible and just pick a random verse, and then you just meditate on that verse, and you just start there, and then guess what? That becomes steps one. Or better yet, you surround yourself with people who are in the word. Like for me, for instance, I have my one of my best friend, Hotolito. Like, he's from my church. He's a mentor to me, and he always encourages me. Hey, it's like even if you don't feel like, even when I don't feel like doing it, I just have to remember where would I be outside of that? Where would I be outside of that discipline? The same thing when I'm running. If I'm not running, what am I gonna do outside of it? Like, it's not because it becomes a center focus in my life, but it has helped me out grow so tremendously as a person, as an individual. Like, what would I do outside of it? That's why I want to carry that into my faith, because that's my passion. That's where my heart is. That's where I want my heart to be more like God. If my heart is not in the right place, how can I be even more how can I be an impact to myself and other areas of my life? That's why discipline is so important. It involves doing the hard things when you don't want to do it. It may require you to start weeding out things that might distract you. That's why when you have that business, you have to be solely focused on that vision. When you're not focused on that vision, you go haywire. So my question to you is, what does discipline look like to you? What does discipline look like in your life? 'Cause I know for me, I'm a college student. I know I have to be disciplined in my studies. I have to go to work for 8 hours. I work the midnight shift. I know I have to be disciplined enough to stay awake. It's hard working those midnight shifts. And then after that, I want to come home. I want to have leisure time. I want to go run. I have to be disciplined to go run, even when I'm tired. All this energy is going out. But you have to be disciplined in how you spend that energy, how you spend that time, how do you spend that money. What do you do to ensure that everything you do is driven towards a focus, is driven towards a goal, is driven towards a motive? What wakes you up, that gives you that discipline? What is your why? What is your goal? And I promise you, once you find that goal, discipline will come out of it. So my first step is find that. I suggest just find that goal, and then find that discipline. So for me right now, I want to dive deeper in my relationship with God. That means I need to find that discipline. What are things I need to put into place that ensure, okay, I have this time cut out specifically for me and God. That means, what do I have to do to make that time, to make that effort, and then to walk through with that plan? Because once you have a plan and you walk through it, man, you can take yourself to a whole nother level. And that's if you want to start a business, you want to write a book, if you want to impact your student, if you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a better mentor, if you want to be a better husband, father, a wife, sister, brother, niece, nephew, uncle, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to be better at. Once you get to that focus and you have that goal, and once you have that plan, the next thing is you need to be disciplined enough to follow that plan, because you wrote it down. I mean, that is your goal, and that is your passion, that is your drive, that is your discipline. Nobody else is going to do it for you, but it's yours, and nobody else is going to do it for you. I just wanted to make this video because I found myself when I was trying to get myself up. I live in Northwest Indiana. It's right now it's about 8:38. And it gets dark. It's November. We're in December, and it gets dark at 4 o'clock. I woke up at like 4 o'clock. I could have easily been like, man, it's too dark, it's too cold. But I did it. I got up. I stretched. I foam rolled, and I went and got my run done. What do you need to do to go after your goals? What do you have to do? What does discipline look like for you? I know one of my favorite books to read is Discipline Equals Freedom by Jocko Willink. It's a phenomenal book. It's incredible. I encourage you to go pick it up if you can. Um, really, man, what did discipline look for you? That's all I have for today's video. This is the Christian Runner. If you're new to this channel, please consider clicking subscribe down below. And then make sure you hit that little bell so that every time I post a new video, you can get a notification in your inbox. Yeah, if you like it, get a quick thumbs up. Share with your friends, share with your mentors, whoever you have in mind. And I hope you enjoyed it. Have a good night. Bye.